So Greg, you're here off the back of a third place in London, a few times over around the 8:10 mark. Are you happy with how it went?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with the fact that I managed to grind out some level of half-decent performance, but ultimately I'm not pleased that the first 3 rounds were fouls. And I put myself under that sort of pressure. It was amazing to be back in that stadium, and the crowd were incredible and everything else. Possibly I got a little bit too emotional in the first 3, I don't know, but I can't do that to myself in other major competitions. So for example, if I'm going to the World Championships, foul the first 3, I don't even make the final. So a few things to iron out, but ultimately you want to get them done this time of year. You want to get it done sort of close to your championships so you don't have the same problem in the championships. So that's where I'm at with that.
You mentioned in the press that you've tried to iron out a few technical difficulties at the moment. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, well, just looking at the jump phases, there's a few key things that I'm doing. I mean, the biggest one is the over rotation at the end. Now, I've pretty much always done that, but for whatever reason, me and Dan have been going through a lot of the footage, and it's starting to click a bit more in my head about changing that, because changing that would change distances dramatically. And you look at any of the best jumpers, and it's something I think I'm going to try and put together as a little video of some of the best jumpers, and you watch the positions they're in at the final stages. They're all upright and they're kicking out, whereas I'm completely bent over in 2 and I'm falling to the floor. Now, if we can iron that out, then I think we can add large distances to what I've already jumped, and if that's the case, then it changes everything completely. So now I've got to be honest, that's not going to happen before the World Championships. So I've got to jump off what I've got at the moment, but I will then be going to Phoenix. We'll be working a lot at the World Athletics Centre with Dan Paff, and from that point of view, we've earmarked that as something that we're really going to work on changing, ready for the Olympics.
So am I right in thinking you've also extended your run-up this year as well?
Yes, yeah, due to speed increases. Now, this has been the other thing. We got the stats back from London, and I had 3 of the fastest jumps I've ever had in my career. And that's the crazy thing. On the speeds that I'm running, I should be jumping a lot further, but technically I'm obviously not getting it right. So I'm again one of the fastest long jumpers in the world by quite a way, and it's just not marrying up with the jump. So that's meant the run-up's gone back. So I've been working off of a run-up which is about 1.20 meters further back than it ever has been, which is a large increment to increase by. So for me, it's about ironing out, get it working, get it fixed properly. And the thing is, it's come together at a couple of the comps, obviously one in Birmingham, one in Oslo. Managed to grind out some results at trials, and then obviously in London as well. So it's given me the ability to jump further when I'm jumping bad, but I think it's also going to give me the ability, once I catch it, to jump very far.
So looking at the diamond race, you're still leading despite the third place in London. So there's 1 point in it now, but a win tomorrow could extend your lead.
Absolutely, yeah. Sadly, Mike Hartfield, he's done something with his hamstring, maybe only a cramp, which is good, so we'll still see him at Worlds, but it means that he can't compete here. So if I can get the win tomorrow, then I'll extend it by 5 points. So then going into the final, that puts me in a really good position. So from that point of view, I'm really keen. I did say that the Diamond League was something I wanted to win this year, because I see it as a very prestigious thing. So things are still on course for that, which is great. So we'll have to see how the next couple go.
You've won various titles over the last few years, but this year's been very consistent for you. But you've also had a new introduction of fatherhood into your life this year. How has that changed things?
I think it's helped hugely. I think the one thing that I've been saying to most people is that when I go home, I'm not stressing about track anymore, I'm not worried about anything, I'm just having a lot of fun with my son. But on the flip side of that, I've got somebody now I really want to impress and make proud and ultimately provide for. So the better I'm jumping, the better I can provide. So it's given me new fire, I think, from that point of view. And having Milo around is a great thing, and I absolutely love it. So I think fatherhood for me has been a blessing in disguise.